So welcome everyone. So I've had my blog for a while. I posted one video and a few other random posts, but I figured it's time to actually get started and doing some real work and showing some real workflows here. So the first one I'm going to show is Google Earth to Civil 3D, and mainly the purpose is getting a surface and an image from Google Earth into something we can start to use in different downstream applications. So, the stated goal of my blog is to make certain that you can reuse information in the design process. So I'm sort of going to follow that trend and see how far we can get with this information. So I'm trying to get the site from here and only refine it or add information to what I start with. So we'll go into Google Earth. So the process is sort of a what you see is what you get. Basically what you do is you position your view in Google Earth, exactly what you want to capture. It is based on how far you zoom in, the sort of detail by which you'll, or of which you'll get for the topography information. So if you are looking to capture, high-res information, you do have to zoom in pretty far, which means you start to have to do sort of patch captures or something like that to really get detail. And with that in mind, I'm not really certain of the source of the Google Earth. I'm sure I could figure it out, topography information, so it might be quite detailed, but for this I'm just simply using it as a reference to get started. So what I'm going to do is position my view basically so I can see the edge of Buckingham Fountain there, and this is sort of the area I'm going to look at investigating. And actually I'm going to just zoom a little further out so I can get a little bit more. Wish I could sort of coax Google Earth into giving me just what I need, but that's not the case. We can always crop the surface when we're done. So once I have my image set, I go into Civil 3D, and on the Insert tab, so it's a tabbed interface as well. You can, I think, still run it as a sort of traditional file-based menu system, but I'm not a fan of that anymore. I like this pretty well because it makes it easy to find things, especially if you don't really know the application super well. So on the Insert tab, we simply find the Import menu, and there's more options here, obviously these guys, but I'm looking for Google Earth, and Google Earth Image and Surface is what I typically use. Just click that, and what it's going to do is prompt you down here to grab the information. Now you just excuse me, you have to have them open at the same time. And what it's going to do is grab the screen information from Google Earth. So you just simply need to specify an insertion point. 0 is fine, rotation is fine with me. And what you now have is a surface, an image of that area that you captured. The image is exactly what you got, and you notice it's an interesting overlay of the view cube on there, but it is what it is. Now this is a real surface, it isn't just a collection of polylines or something like that. If you click on one of the contours or any part of it, you'll see you get the surface profile, so you can add data to it. If you started this process and then you did a LiDAR scan or something like that, you could add point cloud properties or a DEM file or something like that, or just come back and doing manual editing. A couple just quick things. What you can do is if you select the surface, you can always extract the object. So if you simply just want to rebuild the surface in Rhino or something like that, or you wanted to get it just the line work out for 2D purposes, if you hit extract objects here, you can check the items you want to extract out, and hit OK and go on your way. And you can also, once you have this surface, notice if you go into 3D, you do actually have a tin surface. So which is nice because now you can export a land XML file, and the new tools from Eagle Point, the site tools, will actually import this directly into Revit, or you can use one of the, I believe it's in the Rex tools for Revit, I'm blanking on the term, but the additional tools will allow you to import this, but the problem is it's sort of based on a bridge workflow, and basically you need to have one alignment in this, and then you just have to ignore it if you're simply interested in getting the site. And that's too much extra work for me, so typically I like the fact that the site tools from Eagle Point does allow you to just import the land XML. So if you wanted to do that, get the land XML out, you simply select the surface, or just go into the output menu and export land XML. If you do start to do any sort of other creating parcels and those sort of things, this isn't a full GIS app, but you can begin to get parcels and alignments out to something like Map3D or ArcGIS, and that would be done using an output, this output, and getting the SDF information out. So I hope that was helpful. This is just getting started. In the next video, I'll quickly demonstrate getting a point cloud out of the surface and bringing it into Map3D to start to do some analysis. You'll see this is what we sort of end up with in the second exercise. So thanks, and I'll see you soon.